Let's talk about what it's like living in Naples. What it's like living where people vacation. But first, you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, have you? Just hit that little like button. That's all you got to do. It's just ding. It's really that easy. And you'll be the first to know about all the latest information in Naples and the Naples real estate market. So my name's Mindy Sylvester. I've been selling real estate here in Naples for about 25 years. I've lived here since 1998 and it's absolutely amazing. I can't think of anywhere else I would rather live. So what's it really like living in Naples? Well, it's pretty awesome. So if you would have asked me this maybe 3 months ago, I think it probably would have been a little bit hypocritical to talk about living like you're on vacation because truthfully, I have worked like 6 or 7 days a week the entire time that I have lived here. It's still amazing. And I still love the beautiful winter days. And I still love just how you drive down the road and you see the palm trees and all the perfectly manicured streets. And of course, the Gulf of Mexico, it never gets old. It never gets old looking at it when you go over the bridges, or especially when you go over like the Marco Bridge and you just look here, you look out on the water and you're just like, I live here. It's spectacular. But I will say I never really enjoyed it because I was working. I'm in real estate. I was working 7 days a week. If there was an eighth day, probably would work 8 days a week. But recently we got jet skis. And I gotta tell you, life out there on the water, nowhere else I'd rather be. It's amazing. It's just I don't know, it's just different being out there enjoying what this great town has to offer. There's so many great things about this town. The restaurants are good. Like I said, the sun shines 360 days a year. The winters are beautiful. This is the coat. Like this is the coat I have on. This morning when I left, this is the first week of December, it was 49 degrees when I left, but it was like 75 later in the day. But still, like, this is like, you need a jacket. Like, that's pretty much it. But the thing is, like, there's so many great things to do. You can, I mean, I did ride my bike to the beach. Like every weekend, I'll ride my bike to the beach, look at the beach, sit there for a few minutes, maybe eat breakfast or just read a book for a few minutes. I did look at the beach, but I never really enjoyed it. Now I'm enjoying it. I'm going to tell you, I just have a completely different perspective. And I kind of wish I hadn't waited so long to really enjoy it. And I've said this in another video, but you never get tired of it. You never get tired of the sunsets or the Gulf or just when you see dolphins. I don't care if it's your thousandth time you've seen them. It's every time is just as cool and fun, as exciting as the very first time. And I was saying this in another video. I was at a convention in Marco Island a couple weeks ago, and the break time was right around when the sunset was going. There were 1,500 people there, and everyone was out there just in awe, taking photos and videos, and I was out there too, just like they were. And someone asked, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, "Here. I live here." And they kind of looked at me like, "Why are you taking all these photos?" Because it doesn't get old. Like it just doesn't get old. I've lived here for 25 years. And it's just so amazing to be able to drive down the road and go to the beach and watch the sunset or just go for a walk on the beach or in the morning. I'm not a lay on the beach kind of person or lay by the pool kind of person, but now that I'm out there on that water, I'm kind of a water person. But maybe it's golf or tennis. I've always enjoyed tennis, and there are so many great places. There are dozens of places to play tennis around here. If you're a golfer, of course, this is the golf capital of the world, or maybe not the world, but it's the golf capital of the country for sure. We have over 100 golf courses in this area, all different price ranges, all different levels. But there's so many activities you can do. There are sports parks if you like four-wheeling, if you like jeeping, um, lots of places for hunters if you like to hunt. It's just something for everyone, really. And if you're not really an outdoorsy person and you like to shop, we've got some pretty decent shopping here too, the waterside shops. But anyway, I think Naples is amazing. Just walking down, sometimes in the evenings, especially when it gets a little bit cooler out, it's just so nice just to, drive down to Fifth Avenue and just walk down the street and look at the beautiful trees, especially at Christmas time. They have at Christmas time downtown Naples, Fifth Avenue and Third Street are spectacular. And it's amazing. And if you live down there, if you live in Old Naples or nearby, it's even better. If you got the budget for that, you definitely give me a call. But anyway, you know, no place is perfect, right? Yes, we do have a lot of traffic in the winter because everybody wants to come here. Our population doubles in the winter. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. It's still better than Chicago. It's still better than winter. And yeah, it takes a little bit longer to get places, but it's worth it. It really is. And I do get frustrated and a little cranky in the traffic. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still worth it. I still wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And I think if you do decide to live here, you will love it too. Just be prepared for the heat in the summer. Don't freak out about hurricanes. Prepare for them and take action if you want to evacuate or if you want to stay here and prepare. But the media usually makes it worse than it is. Of course, unfortunately, we have had a lot of people affected recently, back-to-back years here. And of course, my heart goes out to anybody that's lost their home or, had been directly affected by the hurricanes. But for the most of us who don't live on the water or near the water, we're not generally affected. If you want to live in Florida and you are concerned about hurricanes, I'm like 4 miles as the crow flies, like 6 miles driving. This house has been here since the 1980s, never been flooded. So there are plenty of properties east, further away from the water that generally are probably maybe never going to have hurricane issues. So there are plenty of options. If you want to move to Florida and you are worried about hurricanes, listen, everybody's got tornadoes, earthquakes, something. Every part of the country has some sort of natural disaster. So at least with hurricanes, they give you like a week notice, if not more. So you have plenty of time to prepare. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you're thinking about moving to Naples, definitely give me a call. I would love to help you. I'll help you find the perfect home and help you make a smooth move to Naples.